I speak my mind how I like, and that ain't hard to tell. I won't be fooled by the lies, no matter how they sell. Why would I do wrong when I know what's right? Fit into the narrative, you'll get more likes. They try to shut me down, but I'm still alive, cause I know my rights.
I know they wanna kick me off the socials, all because I get a little too vocal. Middle finger to the crooks in the oval. The revolution is sparked and going global. Always been the one to speak my raw thoughts. And if you got a problem with it, then y'all soft. I can't be barred off, I can't be called off. If you think that I'm the crazy one, then y'all lost. Just blind to the narrative, lies and corruption. And now they looking at me like I'm a disruption. Think for myself, never mind your assumption. Watching a slide and decline and destruction. Gotta do something, fuck, I'm done waiting. Standing up to tyranny's the fucking foundation of us as a nation. I won't be complacent. I know my rights in their mind till they take them.
I speak my mind how I like, and that ain't hard to tell. I won't be fooled by the lies, no matter how they sell. Why would I do wrong when I know what's right? Fit into the narrative, you'll get more likes. They try to shut me down, but I'm still alive, cause I know my rights. I know my rights. And for the gift of freedom, I'd be willing to fight, because I know my rights.
Yeah, give a fuck about a grand post. I'm the one they wanna ban most. Pop a red pill, up in the damn dose, as I keep my motherfucking boot up on they damn throats. The algorithm wanna lead me by the hand, but they can't, no chance. I delete them with the spam, and they know where I stand. You have to take my First Amendment right out of my cold dead hands. I am no weak man, I will not be broken. No truth that I find that will not be spoken. Fight for the right till it's downright stolen. I will not comply, I'm alive and awoken. Keep an open mind and try to live peacefully. Treat people decently, shit if they don't agree with me, fine. I'ma keep on speaking and do it frequently. And I got the right to do it, like legally.
I speak my mind how I like, and that ain't hard to tell. I won't be fooled by the lies, no matter how they sell. Why would I do wrong when I know what's right? Fit into the narrative, you'll get more likes. They try to shut me down, but I'm still alive, cause I know my rights. I know my rights. And for the gift of freedom, I'd be willing to fight, because I know my rights.
Welcome in. This is a public service. Welcome in, everyone. How is everyone doing this morning? Austin Gregg, sassy. Is that big ass or big bass? Whoa. Alright, it's early for me, I guess. I don't know. It's ass foot. Illuminate the dark. Lou. Occasion Randy. Brandon. Donald. Did I say illuminate the dark? Welcome in. Welcome in. Mr. Denicola. Mr. John Denicola. Welcome in. Velo Vince. Welcome in, everyone. Raya Hoot. What is up? I'm not sure if everybody has heard the news. And, you know, it's not even sure how the right way to phrase it is, but, you know, this is what, you know, get the guy, how long's he been in there? 82 days or something like that. Let's find out. at 81 days. So, can any, I guess to lead with that. So, I believe it was the same plea bargain that was offered before. Um, Lane ended up pleading to, I think it's 2 felonies, and sentencing is on July 1st. Now there's obviously an agreement in place between Lane and the Pima County Attorney's Office and Rachel, and but Metcalf isn't bound by any of that stuff. And me personally, I think that's the play the whole time. You know what I mean? And it's just because time after time after time after time, we've seen how dirty they do Lane. So, I'm not under any illusion that this time's going to be, different somehow. So I don't blame Lane at all, because I mean, let's be real. They're in there basically trying to kill the guy, right? And he can't effectively advocate for himself behind bars, and yeah. So sentencing July 1st. I think I'm not positive about the time frame, but these people. I'm muted. No, I'm not. No fucking way. Everybody can hear me, right? Yeah, I'm not muted. Get out of here with that. Yep, he'll be held till sentencing. How is Lane doing? Well, he's been held in jail without bond, so I imagine not real well. But in either case, what there's a purpose behind the video. It's not just the insane ramblings of me. What we need from the people is letters of reference, or what the hell are they called? We need letters to Judge Metcalf. There's an email. It's pinned in the comments here. I think it's pinned in the description. If it's not, I'll re-put it in the description also. Send these to Mark Resnick. His Gmail is at the top of the chat right there. Audio's going in and out. It's interesting. That's right, Grande. Not good. So yeah, if everybody that's willing to write a letter, anybody that that cares, and I mean, they're gonna make it a big fright show, but I mean, we've got video evidence that that Lane has never asked or wanted anybody to be harassed ever. So people do people do things, and ultimately they should be held responsible for what they did. But Lane, in my estimation, you know, there's other people that think differently. No, Ion Margate. The earliest that he could be freed is going to be July 1st. That is when sentencing is. So this isn't like the Supreme Court thing where I waited until the last minute and there's a deadline. We need these letters to Mr. Resnick. I would say in the next, let's say, 5 days. I mean, because we want to get them into. He wants to get them into Metcalf's hands so that so he can read them in advance of sentencing. So please, if you care about Lane, please send a letter to Resnick and let him know what you think. So I don't know that maybe I'll write 2 letters. One about Lane and then one about what's happening to Lane. But Lane's a good dude. But I guess I'm pretty biased, right? Yeah, I mean, what is that? Ronson. I'm not. All that said, I'm not under some illusion that that this isn't calculated. You know what I mean? I'm sure that there's come on now. Let's be real. I mean, these crimes against him still happen, right? I mean, it's not like those things go away. So, yeah, I think it's you're gonna send the judge, Grande. All right, that's cool. I won't tell you how to use your free speech, but obviously I want everybody to be respectful and in a way that's gonna help Lane, since he's been punished for what, freedom of press. He's being punished for publishing. That's ultimately what's going on here. This is scary stuff. What's happening in the old U.S. of A., huh, guys? And if they can do it to somebody that is as knowledgeable about the inner workings, then it's certainly chilling. No, there's no appeals on this on what is happening here, but I mean, he doesn't lose his he doesn't lose other appeal rights to the other things that have been going on in the case. So it's not like that stuff goes away. He's still and yeah. Yeah, Grande, you're that's a that's a concern, right? For judges that get all caught up in their feelings, because it's not like I think that or hopefully anybody thinks that there's been some justice being done here, at least on, as it pertains to Metcalf. I see a guy that, he doesn't respect. I mean, he started off by the whole thing just by saying, okay, I'm not going to respect the court rules. I'm not going to respect the Supreme Court rules. And it's like, well, okay, well, that's weird. Why are you doing that, huh? What up, Rich? Yeah, it's a. I mean, listen, I'm not. I'm not exactly heartbroken that I don't have to go to Pima County for trial. You know what I mean? Because I'm sure they had plans, right? These people, these highly ethical people, these highly ethical government officials out in Pima County. I'm sure that I would have just been allowed to come to town and testify and leave. Sure. What do you guys think? You guys think that's how it would have gone down? What the hell am I doing? What am I looking for? What up, no name coder? Ronson, he already has a notice of claim, several to my knowledge, filed. So it's not like those things disappear just because this is happening. But this is all about, okay, he's accepted a plea, and he has whatever agreement in place with the prosecutor's office, but the sovereign judge doesn't necessarily have to adhere to those things. So that's what this is about. We need some letters for Lane. There's an email at the top of the chat here. If you could please send them to that email address, I would be eternally grateful. Yeah, he that is correct. If on this stuff, on the stuff, on the 14 charges or 21 charges or whatever the hell it is, however many charges, because he's racked up a bunch of charges sitting in jail. Jail is supposed to keep you away from society, but somehow his crimes just keep on occurring when he's sitting in jail. But there's nothing to see here. Evelyn, this is, I don't know how to convey the chill to the First Amendment here. But I mean, take the chill to the First Amendment out of it, right? Which is huge. It's everything, right? I mean, there's a human being here, right? And I'm not talking about the alleged victim, because I think the victim in all this is Lane, obviously, because I've seen everything. You know what I mean? I've seen all of it, and I've never heard him, call for any kind of violence. So, at all, ever, you know. And he's sitting in a cage, right? And he's gonna go in front of the judge, and the judge is gonna, I don't know what the judge is gonna do. So, what up, Chuck? What up, Jenny? Brittany, what up? No, that's the thing. Brittany, that's the thing. They don't have anything bigger to do. That, this is. Let me see if I can pull this up. This is all coming out of the Community Protections Bureau. This is the pre-crime and the crime creation unit for Pima County. Oh. So the goal of the Community Protection Bureau is to implement an intelligence-driven prosecution model aimed at people in our community who have committed repetitive offenses. Interesting. Offenses. I noticed the word absent there is crime. This is people that have offended people. Susan, no, he won't be able to appeal. He won't be able to appeal any of this. So, what I anticipate, which, here we can just go, I'll be called a crazy person for even thinking this, right? But what I believe will happen is, he still has his appeal for the injunction. That'll go forward. And ultimately, I think that will end up undoing it, and maybe there's a chance that he can have these things. I'm not sure what the legal jargon is here, but I would imagine vacated, right? The judgment or whatever. I don't think he's just gonna. We all know. Maybe we don't all know, but I know that he's not just gonna let these crimes against him lie, right? So yeah. But anyway, this is the pre-crime. This is the pre-crime unit that takes care of the people that are. Reluctant Prophet, he knows all about these people. They're scheming and scamming, trying to get him too. These are the people that got Mark Brown. You know what I mean? These are the people that, if you're a local rabble rouser, they're gonna deploy this. They're gonna deploy this team against you. The CPB is divided into 4 geographic teams, corresponding to the Tucson Police Department and Pima County Sheriff Neighborhood Crimes Division, to better enable teams to coordinate with law enforcement. Now, we saw in the Discovery, we saw how they were deployed, right? I watched a video. I watched a video. I watched a video. I saw a video. I looked at a video. I sought out a video, right? Never, somebody sent me a video. I watched a video. I sought this information out. I'm a subscriber. She was one of the shareholders. After all, each team meets weekly. These people meet weekly to scheme about people in the community, with TPD's corresponding divisions to share information and find out who is driving crime in that division. Driving crime. Yeah, sure. Driving crime. The CPB attorneys prosecute property, narcotics, violent offenses. Okay, focusing on efforts of those individuals who victimize entire neighborhoods through a pattern of ongoing destructive criminal behavior. Oh, really? Okay. This unit also prosecutes felony offenses committed using motor vehicles, including homicide. What? CPB attorneys become experts in toxicology, collision analysis, search and seizure issues unique to this context. I don't believe a word of that. They're not experts at any. They're experts at stacking the charges and extracting the plea, right? So, yeah. Email those morons too. What up, Liberty Troll? What'd you miss? We already talked about it. But that's what you missed. Lane signed a plea bargain. He gets sentenced on... what up, Aussie? Nathan, how are you doing today? He gets sentenced on July 1st, and we need, letters of recommendation and stuff like that. If you could email it to the email at the top, resnicklawfirm@gmail.com. Resnick, RESNICK LAWFIRM @gmail.com. And if don't say, oh, I've got until July 1st, because he's got to get these letters into into the judge's hands. So please, let's put a little bit more of a sense of urgency on this than maybe we put on the I think I already closed it all out. The petition for to the Supreme Court from on the Legal Losers petition. Lane will now have 2 felonies on his record, and that's exactly right. The judge can still send him to prison. So yeah. What up, Quad Pro? Yeah, I mean, listen, guys, I'm not an eternal optimist about government parasites, right? I've got a different view, so I think this was the goal the whole time, to get him into this position, right? To not even necessarily the plea bargain position, but the sentencing phase position, and let's be clear, it's 82 days. He's already been, the sentencing began 82 days ago, but now, he's a problem, right? He's a problem. And he's a bigger problem than I could be, right? I might have like a tiny bit bigger voice, but it's not. They don't like that, but it's that he's competent to. He's competent to, make his own arguments in a very compelling way. So maybe I'm not giving myself enough credit or giving him too much, but I think we all know, right, that it's not Lane's YouTube channel that they necessarily fear here. Give me a second. I disagree. I disagree on the Parvin thing, but that's just me, you know. What up, Brandon? Yeah, I mean the you never. I was suspicious of, you know, of Parvin too, you know, and I talked to Parvin quite a bit. So I'm not sure if those conversations made me more suspicious with that, you know, of him, or less so. But yeah, that would probably take some analysis of that whole situation. You know, after I'm detached from it a little bit, that's probably what I would need. Yeah, that mover Steve. I don't think that that's the case. I don't think that's the case at all. But I mean, that's the risk. But he's still. I mean, at the end of the day, you're still putting yourself at the mercy of the judge. Liberty Troll Parvin is the first lawyer that was on. That was Lane's standby counsel. He was actually assigned as his. What are they called? I can't remember what they're called, but he was assigned the judge at arraignment or whatever, and then Lane petitioned to be his own attorney, and then he was a standby counsel, and then he basically said that and then he asked to be removed from the case because they just weren't aligned, maybe. So what felonies is he going to sign his name? Yeah, the public defender, that's right. Thank you. What felonies is he going to sign his name next to? I imagine it's going to be harassment of some sort. Is Jason in the chat? Jason Zawak. Head over to Jason's channel. He does some pretty good work on this too. But really, please, guys, email at the top, resnicklawfirm.com. Please send an email, and you know, I'm looking for leniency, right? Because I don't really see a crime. You know, maybe you know, I heard about some emails that were sent, right? Some emails those emails they sounded like crimes. But I think that there's ways to go after, like, can't you find out where emails come from? You know, I feel like maybe they should investigate. Maybe the Community Protections Bureau. Should I put that in there? There we go. I mean, I don't know. Maybe deploy them to do the good work they do in the community to find out who's sending these threatening emails, because best I know, none of them ever came from Lane. Oh, D, I do too. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I totally do. Um, but the problem is I don't want to. You know, he's already spent more time in jail than I would have ever wanted him to spend in jail, right? I mean, for real, for you know, let's just here. Let's do this. Okay, so he's in jail right now because he published these 3 videos, right? This was about the astronaut named Shannon Walker. This was about I think the pediatrician Shannon Walker. And then this was a silent video about all of the publicly available information on the internet. And it wasn't just Shannon Walker's stuff. That's why his bond was revoked. And you're gonna tell me that some judge somewhere can say, you can't say these words. These are the words that you're not allowed to say. This was in fact a felony. Is this a felony? Yes. I mean, it's not really a felony, right, guys? It's not really a felony, but God, bro. I don't think no. That's not what's happening here. That's not what's happening here, bro. What's going on here is that he's just had a couple more boats stacked on top of him, right? And he's just got to stand up, but he's not dropping the boats. But back to what was going on here. He it's not like, you know, maybe a judge can say, okay, sir, you can't threaten people, but, and I'm not even talking about whoever the initial bond judge was. I'm talking about the dabbler. Really, does the prison have a library? I imagine the prison has a library. I imagine the prison. Listen, I don't want him in prison, right? I'll say that, and I think everybody knows it. I probably already said it. But yeah, the conditions there are an improvement on the conditions where he is right now. So yeah. I don't even know that I'm not even sure that he believes in the system. You know, I think that I don't think that's the. I mean, no, I don't think that's the case. He's pointed out how the system is supposed to operate this way, and that every step along the way it's operated in this other way. I mean, and it just goes back to Lane's law, right? It's not what is the crime, it's whatever, let's stop whatever he's doing, right? I mean, every step along the way, right? He had the no trespassing before he had ever even been in what was that, the Pima County Attorney's building at the lobby where they had his wanted poster. So, mountain mover, big time. Yeah, man. Kris, we don't know. We and Kris, we know. Kris told us, guys. Kris, he wants everybody to know. Lane's Law, that's right. Okay. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. July 1st is sentencing in front of Metcalf. So Kris, there's an email at the top here. Send Resnick an email for the judge to read prior to sentencing, if you would. Has there been an echo? Somebody tell me if there's been an echo. Thank you, Deskfoot. Yeah, Rich, I'm not sure what's up. I got this microphone, right? But I've noticed that it has some feedback on it sometimes. But listen, it's a big step up from. I think today we didn't even have the amateur hour that we had at the beginning of most of our shows. So, all right, well. So this is why you sat and rotted in jail. But this is what it's all really about.
Play games. Put this fucking clown on the fucking stand.
Quiet, please.
Why the fuck?
Sir.
Is this a pretrial? Then why the fuck are there witnesses here if I can't bring mine?
No one said you couldn't.
The fucking law says it, motherfucker. The fucking rules of procedure said at the fucking pretrial you can't bring witnesses. So why the fuck is she here? Because the state's a fucking unethical piece of shit manipulating this fucking court system because Romero's your fucking boss. Deloria's a dumbass. Where the fuck is the arresting officer? Why is this bitch here not the fucking arresting officer?
Sir, calm your...
We know what that's what it's all really about. It's all about hurt feelings, right? These guys. These guys here. So proud of themselves. Alright, guys. I think that's pretty much all we got. Let's see if I can get this up. Yep. Do that. Please, for all that is good, please send an email to Resnick about Lane. I would be eternally grateful if you guys would do that. So, and please do it soon. The sentencing is July 1st, but let's give a different, let's say deadline by the 20th. June 20th at the absolute latest. We have to get these letters in to the judge, send them to Resnick by the 20th, so he's got an opportunity to read them all in advance of sentencing.
Yeah. I don't want to do it, but I feel like I got to. Good morning, America. Time to get to waking up. We've never all at once been confronted with so much crazy stuff. We should be able to find the truth, but they make it tough. You think the news would tell you, but most of that they've been making up. For anyone who's good, there's the John Wilkes Booth. All the Jedis lying dead while the Sith grow roots. And if you try to speak the truth, they'll Anthony Bourdain you, hang you, and use suicide to explain you. We don't all need to agree, but how can you not see? There's an elite, and they fucking everyone like you and me. That ain't race, color, or creed, it's predatory greed. And if we don't unite, this might not be the land of the free for much longer. Rights getting stripped real fast while we fight each other, cause they want us just like that. We so divided by race, religion, color, and class. Now it's who doesn't motherfucking wear a mask. And the virus is real, but it's seeming like they planned it. The way they're using it to their political advantage. I don't claim to have the answers, but I'm telling you what, Bill Gates is mad sus.
Go dirty your hands
sketchy
with
as
your
fuck.
tyranny, bro.
2020 been some shit, fucking life got crazy. Bunch of trolls looking for someone to type at angry. Y'all just hate on everybody, it's just like that lately. I got an auntie named Karen, she's a nice ass lady. And I thought I was a liberal for most of my life, but holy Christ, you fucking lefties have been colder than ice. And I can't believe I'm saying it. Honestly, I hate the shit, but I got more in common with Trump supporters and Reaganists than fake woke bums. Canceling everyone. We say one thing y'all don't like and our fucking career's done. No more open dialogue or conversation at all. No debate or discussion. What can I say? I'm appalled. Cause if we're not allowed to talk or fucking have an opinion without you sensitive bitches enforcing public crucifixions, then we're all fucked. So this is me speaking my piece. Shit, I would go down shooting for my freedom of speech. And that's the first 2 amendments loaded in one clip, aiming at this broke political system we're stuck with. They got all our phones tapped, so let them listen to this. Y'all recording? Suck my motherfucking dick, bitch. Here we go again. Here we go again. Raw thoughts. Here we go again. Here we go again. Raw thoughts. Here we go again. Here we go again. These motherfucking raw thoughts. Here we go again. Here we go again. Line 'em up. This motherfucker Joe Biden, you dementia-ridden geriatric evil puppet piece of dog shit, old lying son of a bitch. Do y'all really think he's the answer? They gotta pump him full of drugs so we can speak on a camera. And this dumb boomer Chuck Schumer calling the shots. Saw him pull up just the other day and park in the lot. Went to say hi and realized that this guy is such a fucking pussy that he wore a fucking N95 while he drives. And Pelosi, that evil golden girl with her cronies, Ilhan Omar and AOC, all of you can blow me. And Kamala Harris too, I'll run a train on the whole fucking crew. No, Scott Wiener, not including you. Weird shit going on, I mean, Epstein just lame, missing kids, adrenochrome, I don't know. I'm just saying, I just keep my shit 100%. So if you doubt me, you must be getting your statistics from Anthony Fauci. And Bernie sold out, he supported Joe and Hillary after they stole the primary from him. You must be kidding me, Bernie, I used to fuck with you. Where's your fucking integrity? Can't go from standing for something to standing with the enemy.
Well, fuck you, Kris.
Now that's enough of the blue. Let's get to aiming at the red. Someone bring in Ted Cruz. You're just so damn punchable. Borderline fully unlovable. Even your daughter avoids hugging you. Who else? Mike Pence, who's obsessed with his wife. So I consensually had sex with her twice the other night. Told me she ain't had the dick in weeks. So I fucked her on your pile of Bibles, Mike. She really is a religious freak.
That is just completely inappropriate.
Mitch McConnell, you are the literal definition of not having a face for television. Please, wear a mask, keep that fucking shit hidden. You look like a guy who shouldn't be in the presence of children.
Wait, did someone say children?
Easy does it, Bill. You and Hillary chill. Justice is coming for you still. Because one day, the world will see the truth. That's a bet. I just hope I'm here to see it and you ain't murdered me yet. And see, then there's Donald Trump. This motherfucker been on one. A chance to say the right thing, he goes and says the wrong one. When there's a chance to unite us, he instead divides us even more with the stupid shit that he says. And I can't stand it. His environmental policy makes George fucking W look like he's Captain Planet. Rolling regulations back, setting back, clean air and water all to put big business on a better track. While the animals suffer, so do we. The rich save a little money while they poison you and me. So geez, is he the lesser or greater of two evils? Or is he really trying to drain the swamp and help the people? Ask me, I don't even fucking know anymore. I feel like every politician's just a pawn on the board, Trump and Biden alike. So until I stand corrected, I'll be saying fuck every politician that's been elected. And the truth hurts, but fuck it, man, ignorance is worse. Even Google's in on it, I can't trust my own search. They treat us like the sheep, they the wolves in the dark, playing with our lives and our minds and our hearts. We've been living in the matrix, losing our direction. Evil algorithms altering all our perceptions. So what the fuck do I know? And what the fuck do you? Should we all just confused trying to find what's true? So I never say I'm right about everything that I said. Not telling you to agree, don't really want people dead. But fuck, this shit been so messed up for so long, and my only way to process it is put it in a song. Cause all I got some paper with a pen and mic, and my fucking First Amendment right. Tell them again like, all I got some paper with a pen and mic, and my fucking First Amendment right. Raw thoughts.
You have 2 new messages.
What's the difference,
Hey, Kris,
really,
it's Joe Biden.
at the end of the
Hey,
day?
listen, man, I wanted to, wait, who did I call again?
What's the difference?
Is anyone there? Hello? Jill? Aw, damn it, Jill, how do I use this stupid phone?
Next message.
Hey, Kris, Trump here. Donald Trump, the president. Anyways, I heard your song. Terrible stuff. Really terrible. I think it's tremendously important that I remind you that I, Donald Trump, am probably, most likely, but definitely probably, the best president we've ever had in this country. And you're just a loser rapper recording songs in his basement. Okay? Now, I will admit, the line about having sex with Pence's wife was actually pretty funny, though.
Sir, what the fuck?
Oh, sorry, Mike. I forgot you were standing right next to me. Anyways, God bless America. My America. Raw thoughts, motherfucker.
Raw thoughts. This is a public service. Please get your email to Resnick. Deadline June 20th. Alright? We're going to do another video about it as we approach June 20th, though. Get your letters together. I think that he's done a hell of a lot more time than he needs to on this, since he shouldn't have done a fucking second. So this is a public service.